the young lion comes toward him. The Spirit of the Lord came powerfully upon him, so that he tore the lion apart with his bare hands, as he might have torn a young goat. But he told neither his mother nor his father what he had done. He ripped this thing to shreds. I mean, that's incredible. Who can do that? None of us could do that. But sometime later, the Bible says in verse 8, we don't know how long the time had passed, but sometime later, he's walking the same path again. He goes back to marry this Philistine girl. It says in verse 8, sometime later when he went back to marry her, it says he turned aside. He turned aside. Now, oftentimes, guys, that's when we get ourselves in trouble. We're going where we're supposed to be going, and we turn aside. He's walking down this path, and he turns aside. What does he do? He looks at the lion's carcass. And in it, he saw a swarm of bees and some honey. Verse 9 says, he scooped out the honey with his hands and ate it as he went along. So he ripped up this dead lion, and now he's eating honey out of this dead lion's carcass. Remember the one vow he made: not touch anything dead. Now, there's two things here. First of all, that's nasty. That you would eat honey out of a dead lion carcass. I mean, that's just disgusting. If you think about it for a second, how many of you would eat anything out of a dead animal after it's been sitting there for a while, out in the wild? You have to admit that it's nasty. And the reason it's nasty is because we're men. We're nasty. That's right, aren't we? As guys, we're nasty. And if you don't believe me, just watch how a man determines if a pair of underwear on the ground are clean or dirty. What does a man do? There's a pair of underwear on the ground to determine if it's clean or dirty. What does he do?
Sniff it.
He smells it. He smells it. It's nasty. It's disgusting. Hey, don't any of you ever act like you haven't done that before? Because I know you have. And if it's dirty, what do? Turn it inside out. Just as nasty. Gross. So, first thing we see here is that's nasty. That Samson would eat honey out of a dead lion carcass. But what was he not supposed to touch? He wasn't supposed to touch dead things. Things that were unclean. What did he do? He betrays the same God that gave him the power to rip apart the lion. He betrays a vow to that God who blessed him. For what? For what? Honey. He betrays that vow to God for something as insignificant as a little honey. A handful of honey. Who would be stupid enough to betray God for a handful of honey? The answer is, we do. We are. We do it every single day. We betray our God who blessed us for stupid, sinful things that only hurt us and those around us. God has given us this greatness within us. And the commitments we've made to Him, we betray them just for something in that immediate moment. For that indulgence, for that one experience in that moment, but in the long run, we're going to pay for it. Lust says, I want it. Entitlement says, I deserve it.